Hey guys, how yous all going? So, I've been thinking of doing this video for a little while and I've always put it off. But I feel like it's time and I feel like the discussion needs to be had with this, to be honest with you. And as you guys know, or if you don't know, I work in a cinema. I've been working in a cinema now for, God, too long. I actually had hair when I first started working at this place. This is what it's done to me. um, it's got to be close to 14, 15 years I've worked there. And the majority of the time I've loved it. I really have. Um, but what's always been a nightmare working in a cinema, and I'm pretty sure other people that work in UK cinemas will agree with me, 15 certificates are a nightmare to work. An absolute nightmare. And especially recently, in the UK, we had Venom was rated 15, which I really don't know why it was, but it was. The sequel to Venom was rated 15. And we've recently just had the Batman that is rated 15. Now, if you're not in the UK and you don't know, basically 15 means if you're under the age of 15 years old, you can't watch the movie. Not even if you're with a parent or guardian. It's tough. That's what the certificate is. And unfortunately for people like me who work in the cinema, we have to enforce that because it's law. So we get so much abuse and grief. Not all the time, granted. I can only speak from my own experience, but I live on a small island, so I don't know what it's like in a cinema in a big city in England or anything like that. I don't know. If you work in a cinema, guys, you tell me your experience about this. But, 99% of the time it's fine, people get it, but it only takes that 1%. And they don't get it and they don't understand. And they're like, well, he's with me, he watches them at home and everything. And it's like, yeah, but you're on licensed premises. We can't let them in. We would be breaking the law. It's the same if you go into a bar and try and, he's 16 years old or whatever, or 14, you try and buy him a drink in a pub. We'll fall under the same punishments, But I feel it's about time that the BBFC in the UK that issued these certificates need to bring out a 15A certificate. They need to do it. They really do. If the Republic of Ireland can have a 15A, the UK needs to have a 15A. It does, because it is not fair on people that work in cinemas. It really isn't. It's not fair. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't care if you want to take your 7 or 8 year old into a 15 movie. We actually don't. But unfortunately, we have to enforce the certificate and tell you that you can't. We don't want to. I don't want to refuse anyone into any movie. I don't. But we have to. You know what I mean? And it's our job, unfortunately. But a 15A would take so much headache off people that work in cinemas. It really would. If you wanted to take your 10-year-old into Batman, crack on. It's on you. You know what I mean? It should be up to the parent or guardian whether they think that movie is going to be suitable for that child. It should be down to them, not us. Absolutely not us. And I can't speak for everyone, but I will safe to say that I think any of you guys that work at cinemas will 100% agree with me on this. We need a 15A. We need it. Could you imagine the stress that would just disappear if that was to happen? It would be amazing, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Or the BBFC could keep the certificates, not change anything, but say instead, yes, you can take your child who's under 15 to watch it, but it's up to you, not the cinema. They're just advising you what they think this is. They're telling you it's unsuitable for anyone under that age. But if you want to take him in, that is up to you and no one else. That's fine. Even do it like that. Like in America, it's similar like that, isn't it? They have the rating of it, like an R rating. But apparently a young kid can still go in and watch it, can't they, if they're with an adult, I think. I'm not too sure. But the UK BBFC needs to catch up with this. It needs to get in. It needs to catch up. It does. We need a 15A. And one of the reasons why I did want to talk about this today was I know for a fact that Morbius is going to be a 15 in the UK. It just is. It's going to be a 15. The trailer's a 15. That's going to be a 15. That's going to be a ball late to work. And the worst one, and the one that has generally given me nightmares, and I'm dreading if this happens. Doctor Strange, right? The Multiverse of Madness trailer in the UK has been rated 15. Which gives you an indication that the Doctor Strange movie that's coming out in May, could be a 15. And that is not even worth thinking about. Honestly. It's not even worth thinking about. That will be a nightmare for every cinema worker. It will be. So, I think this video is me pretty much begging the BBFC to release a 15A certificate as soon as possible. Especially if Doctor Strange is going to be a 15, bring a 15A certificate out for the UK, please. Guys, if there's any of you that know anyone that works at the BBFC, you probably don't. You're probably not even watching this video. But just, seriously, just try and see if they could even get the ball moving on it. Because the last time they did do a new certificate was the 12A certificate, which came out in 2002 for the Spider-Man movie. Because the Spider-Man movie was originally just a 12 and that was it. No one under the age of 12 could watch it in the UK. And then obviously parents kicked off over that, and I bet you... I'd feel sorry for anyone who worked in a cinema back then for the Spider-Man movie. I feel for them. And then they brought out a 12A certificate which allowed young kids to go in and watch it as long as they were accompanied by a parent or guardian. Cinema workers must have been cheering when that certificate came out. So I want to feel that same happiness that they had all the way back then, about 20 years ago. If a 15A certificate came out, oh, God, it would mean so much. It really would. So, yeah, it needs to happen in my eyes. It really does. Like I say, if the Republic of Ireland can have a 15A certificate, the UK should have a 15A certificate. And, you know, let the parents or the guardians of the children who's under the age of 15 decide whether they think that's suitable for them or not. Just take that off our shoulders, because it's becoming draining. It really is becoming draining. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that video out, guys. And leave a comment below, guys. Just tell me what you think. I've heard a few of you in my last video, the Batman rated 15 video, that a few of you work at cinemas. Please tell me your experience of 15 rated movies. Actually, tell me your experience, like your recent ones with the Batman, because I'm sure you'll have some nightmare stories to tell me. And honestly, my heart really goes out to you because I know how you feel. I really do. So guys, on that note, as always, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you again real soon. Take care, guys. Goodbye now.